Welcome to the Bearcat Coaches Show. Graham Simpson with you, and I am joined by head men's basketball coach Omar Watad. Coach, the team was 2-0 last time we talked, picked up 2 more wins. Now you're 4-0 after big wins over Erskine and Wingate. What's the general vibe surrounding the team as you head into a contest Tuesday at Newberry?
Yeah, honestly, the vibes at the end of the game versus Wingate, I kind of paused for a little and asked the guys, like, you guys happy? Like, it was a good win. It was a good win. And they were all like, yeah, but this is what we expect. This is what they expect. And so it's still business-like. It's really still business-like. They're locked in. They're focused. I'm very, very impressed with their mentality and how they understand that this is a marathon. And it's business-like, man. It's business-like. Well, we're pleased, and I'm pleased for sure with the 2 victories. It's early. A lot of work to be done.
We knew the team was going to be deep coming into the season, but we've seen, hockey-esque line changes, 5 in, 5 out. Is that something you were considering in the offseason, or is it more of a feel thing between the games?
It is not something I was considering. My goal was to get it to 9. I was like, all right, I like 9. I was part of a couple, in my previous spot, a couple, national powerhouse teams, and we were always at 7+, 8, and I knew for a fact there was no way we'd get to that because we had too many. I was like, all right, 9 was the goal, but we have too many good basketball players. It's as simple as that. I knew going into the first game we're definitely going to play 10, possibly 11, depending, and not even sure which the 11 were because I feel very good about, honestly, 12 players on this roster that could play significant minutes. But I did not know, in regards to the platoon line change stuff, I did not know that was something I was going to do. Even going into I guess the first time we did it was the SWU game. And, I went to the second 5 and around 15-minute mark, and I said, look, all 5 of y'all are going to be coming in around 13, 14. That's how we're doing it, because the first 5 was playing so well. And it just took shape after that.
Your Bearcats have become one of the top assist-to-turnover ratio teams in the country. Heading into Saturday, you guys were top 5 in the NCAA in turnover-assist ratio and number 7 in teams for total assists per game in the NCAA. What's the better ball control than like to allow your guys play more freely?
I think that, we're going to allow them to play freely. We've put in some built-in restrictions that people may not be able to see. I think credit to my staff. They did a good job analyzing stuff over the summer and seeing what would make the most sense with this offense to help, put the turnovers, get the turnovers down. I thought a big issue was I looked at our transition defense, and a lot of our bad transition defense possessions were live ball turnovers, and so we immediately said, look, we got to figure out how to cut these live ball turnovers down. So we implemented certain things. The staff did a really good job with some great suggestions that I went with, and then just more reps of certain things in practice to just take care of the ball, just doing it more habitual. And ultimately, guys are bought in, and I think us tweaking our offensive system as well, there just gives them more freedom and allows guys to potentially soar with their strengths a little bit more. And so it's not really the better ball control gave them freedom. It was built in certain things that would make sense for them to allow them to be, the talented, smart, tough, skilled, good decision-making players that they are. And they know what it is at the end of the day. You're throwing that ball everywhere, you're coming out. It's simple as that. And we have enough depth.
And going back to that assist-to-turnover ratio, you actually had to check on your phone to confirm of how good it actually was.
Yeah, I knew it was good. I didn't look after the Wingate game, honestly. I didn't look to see where we were at exactly. 90-43 is pretty good, man. 2-1. As an individual basketball player, you want to be able to be 2-1. As a team, that's nuts. Guys are sharing the ball, man. Guys are sharing the ball, and that's an absolute. You got to share the ball. You got 1.5 seconds to make a decision with the ball. Play off 2. You're gonna be simple. You're gonna value the ball ultimately. It's a simple numbers game at that point. The team that gets more shots has more opportunities to score more points, right? And so how do you get more shots? You take care of the ball, don't have as many turnovers, and you get some extra possessions on the old glass.
Coach, thank you for your time as always, and good luck on Tuesday.
Appreciate
you can
you.
actually listen to that on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network, part of the PBC Sports Network. That is Tuesday night, 7:30, as the Bearcats take on Newberry. We'll be back with more of the Bearcat Coaches Show after these messages.
As the holiday season rolls around, please consider supporting Lander University Athletics on Giving Tuesday, November 29th. With over 740 student athletes and 23 sports programs, Lander Athletics aims to build on the tradition of successes from the first 3 years of the Lander Athletics Giving Tuesday initiative that has raised around $250,000 to ensure Bearcat sports programs continue to thrive in the classroom, excel in competition, and develop tight community bonds in Greenwood, South Carolina. Each sports program has tailored their own goals for Giving Tuesday to address unique needs that they hope to fulfill in order to enhance the overall success of their program and to further Lander University Athletics mission. Those interested in supporting Lander Athletics Giving Tuesday can visit landerbearcats.com for more information. Online donation pages will be available to accept gifts starting Tuesday, November 8th.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I'm here with head wrestling coach Arcila. Hey, you most recently had Southeast University in town, the number 3 team in the NAIA, who featured numerous All-Americans on its squad. How is it going up a team like that prepare you guys for tougher tests coming up in the Carolina Clash and the Midwest Classic this December?
Yeah, it helps a lot. Bringing a nationally ranked team from NAIA, it's a cross-division matchup. The whole mindset behind that was get us ready. Get us ready for the best D2 teams in the country that we're going to be seeing later in the year.
Yeah, you guys have returners such as Seth Bowen. You have Elijah Lusk. They've shown that they're ready to take steps forward after finishing the NCAA tournament, but there are plenty of newcomers to this squad that have made noise as well. You have Hunsberger, who's been really well this season. He's had some impressive matches, along with Logan Hall, Anthony Iacovetti, and Juan Edmund Holmes. Seem to just constantly put in solid, if not dynamic, performances throughout the season.
Yeah, we've got some great upperclassmen, some great leadership, and, I think 7 of our 10 starters have 1 loss or less on the season so far. So it's great having those upperclassmen really lead the way, and young guys like Huntsberger, coming out as ball of fire as a freshman is pretty exciting too.
And you hit the road for Emmanuel before coming right back home for the Carolina Clash on December 3rd. The Clash will be held in Horn Arena. Last year, it was in the PE Center. How does it help having an incredible event at Horn Arena, and how does that help increase the profile of this event as well as enhance the overall experience?
Well, it helps a lot. Wrestling at home, Horn Arena, that's our home. And our guys really step up and they compete well, here at home in the arena. And we're excited to, host some really good teams. Glenville State's a top 25 team in the country. West Liberty's 6th in the country. And so we've got some good matches that day.
Yeah, some great wrestling is going to be around the area very, very soon.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach, for your time as
Thanks,
always.
buddy.
And we'll have more of the Bearcat Coaches Show after these messages.
If you're looking for a place to enjoy good eats and good times, look no further than Sports Break. Great food, friendly service, and a fun atmosphere have been on the menu since 1990. So bring the family by for lunch, stop in to watch a game, or enjoy a late night with friends with some cold drinks while listening to live music at Sports Break.
Back here on the Bearcat Coaches Show with head women's basketball coach, Coach G. You guys bounced back from a tough weekend with a win against Lincoln Memorial, your first win as a head coach. Congratulations on that. I know you would have liked to get it sooner, but what is it like to get that win at home?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome to get the win at home, and it made it really special because we played well together. We put a good 40 minutes together, and it was something that we'd worked really hard for, and to do it in front of our home crowd is always nice.
And against the game for Lincoln Memorial, it went back and forth in the first half, but you almost shot 54% from the field and outscored Lincoln Memorial 17-8 in the third quarter. You guys were able to come out from the break and create separation. What was that like?
Really good. Again, we stuck to our game plan. We wanted to possess the ball for as long as possible. They're a really good transition team. And if we executed our offense and took high percentage shots, it made for our transition defense to be really good. And holding them to 8 points in a quarter usually carries over to us scoring some easy baskets.
And you guys went on the road Saturday and you fell short to a really tough Catawba squad. You were tied at halftime. Catawba goes out and they shoot 50% from the floor in the second half. You guys went out and shot 60% in the third quarter. Second game in a row, you really come out of the break firing offensively. What did you see from your team coming out of the break this time compared to the other games?
Well, I was really proud of how hard we fought. The thing about Catawba was we kind of veered from our game plan a little bit there in that second half, and went into their style. And their style is really fast, really up tempo. And they kind of took us out of what we want to do. While we shot really well in that third quarter, they were able to separate based off of our turnovers and some of our decision making as we transitioned defensively.
Coach, you have a star in Quadeja Langwin. She scored at least 15 points in 3 out of the last 4 games. What have you seen early on from your freshman?
A player like Deja, she's just really special. She has a gift when it comes to just IQ, decision making, and ability to create things when it seems like nothing's available. Really, really excited for her as she continues to grow within the offense and just at the collegiate game. But I truly believe the sky's the limit for her.
You have no midweek game this week, but when we get back after Thanksgiving, you have a matchup with Fayetteville State out of the CIAA. What do you want to see from your team throughout the week before the match against the Broncos?
I just want to focus on us. We haven't really had a chance to spend time working on us because we had so many back-to-back-to-back games. And we get this week to get better at what we do. And if we do those things really well, when Fayetteville comes in on Sunday, the ball gets tossed up, it should be a good game to watch.
Coach, I wish you the best of luck with that one. We'll all be watching and supporting our Bearcats when we get back from the Thanksgiving break. Thank you for your time as always. And we'll have more of the Bearcat Coaches Show after this.
Thank you.
Open since 1959, the Dixie Drive-In is home to the Dixie Cheese. A short-order restaurant with a family-friendly atmosphere, the Dixie Drive-In offers comfort foods like burgers, fries, and sweet tea. Located across the street from the Jeff May Complex at 600 Montague Avenue, be sure to plan your post-game meal at the Dixie Drive-In.
Back here on the Bearcat Coaches Show with head field hockey coach Robert Shank. Coming down the stretch of the regular season, you guys won 4 out of 5 games. The only loss coming to a nationally ranked Mount Olive squad. It accumulated to a 1-0 win over Limestone to secure the SAC tournament bid. Good job on that in the first year of the program. How was it watching this team grow throughout the season and peak at the right time getting into the postseason?
Yeah, no, the team was amazing. We are a starting family, and it was very noticeable against Limestone. Just to get ranked for that one, we had one job, and they stuck to each other. I think it was a colder game, but they just kept working for each other. So really, really proud on what they did there.
And then in your first round matchup against Belmont Abbey, you took a team with a shootout earlier in the season, and you came away with another clutch 1-0 win in less than ideal conditions again. How was your team able to control the emotions, after scoring right before halftime?
Yeah, I think we were in control the entire game. There was no reason to panic for us. We stick with the plan. We just kept going. We couldn't convert. The goalie made some amazing saves, and luckily we were able to poke one in there. Yeah.
Your season unfortunately came to an end in the semifinals against a nationally ranked team. But what did it mean for you personally to have your team go this far in the first year?
Well, it means everything, and it means everything for the program. Starting this late for the program and doing this, that is outrageous. I can't be prouder of this team and how they did. And yeah, the Converse game was a very good game. I think Converse really did a good job in holding us back, and congrats to them and eventually winning the final for them.
And you had some star players this year. 4 players selected to the All-Conference team, tied for 3rd most in the conference. So Sophie Schmitz, Kelsey Gibbons to the first team, Frederick Vander Howard, and then Lecky Toma to the second team. What did those players do for the squad this year?
So it's interesting. Them are my captains as well. Not necessarily the leaders, because I think that every player in my team has a valid voice in the team, but they led in the things that we needed. They, got a goal against, and they were the team and the players that would say like, hey, step up and get the positivity in the team going, and positive results.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Always, and we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for watching the Cat Coaches Show.
Thank you.
Open since 1959, the Dixie Drive-In is home to the Dixie Cheese. A short-order restaurant with a family-friendly atmosphere, the Dixie Drive-In offers comfort foods like burgers, fries, and sweet tea. Located across the street from the Jeff May Complex at 600 Montague Avenue, be sure to plan your post-game meal at the Dixie Drive-In. Break on the Lake offers a menu loaded with a wide range of delicious seafood and steaks, along with an amazing selection of handcrafted cocktails. From appetizers to soups and salads, Break on the Lake's food is served with an intimate space perfect for a cozy meal with family or a quiet date night. Whatever you're here for, you can always count on Break on the Lake for fresh seafood and a warm welcome from their team. Thanks to Sports Break and Break on the Lake, proud sponsors of Bearcat Athletics.